Monday. I've never been so excited for a Monday in my life. Last week, my house was torn apart because the hurricane damage had to get repaired. It took I'm sweating like a freaking pig. I use good deodorant. I think it's my ADHD meds. I take Adderall to help my focus because my ADHD is so bad. And I think it gives me the pit sweats. But it doesn't smell bad or anything. It's just sweat. Anyways, so yeah, my house was torn apart because of the hurricane damage. They finally fixed my house, put my carpet back in. So I finally moved back into my upstairs. Ew, I can't believe how much work it is to move out and then move back into your upstairs. Anyways, you guys, Saint announced the new releases and I'm so excited. You guys are going to flip a schnikes. Okay. You guys are going to, hey, Hannah! You guys, look at Hannah. She's my co-host on the Dating Detectives podcast. And I don't know if you saw my story, but Sonia Morgan from Real Housewives of New York is a fan of this show. And she wants to be on it. She already said. So we're so excited. If you're not listening to the Dating Detectives, that's our podcast. And it is so good. We have amazing guests that come on, tell their stories. I talk a little bit about some of my experiences as a PI, some of my stories. So yeah, go listen to the podcast. Anyways, everybody say hi to Hannah. I know. I'm so excited. So Hannah and I have been doing this podcast together for almost 2 years and we didn't know each other, before the podcast. So our producer Molly kind of found both of us and brought us together. So, hey Riley, hey sweet girl. How are you doing, my friend? I have some more shampoo to send you. So I'm gonna be sending that over. So let's do some makeup, but also I'm going to share the new releases. I just got the drop, the news thing, that says, I just got the news thing that says what the new releases are. You guys, Saint, that's the makeup that I sell, which by the way, if you are new to this makeup or you want to get a color match, text me or just comment the word match and it'll automatically send you my color match form. Upload it. I'll get your color match back to you today. Okay. So snow, we're not doing snow. Listen, get out of here with your snow talk. I'm a Florida girl and I don't want to talk about snow. I actually have to go to a very cold place the first week of February for Ollie, go. You have to go, baby. Go. My best friend's daughter. Ollie, come here and say hi. Come here and say hi to everybody. Do y'all remember Ollie? She did some lip and cheek swatches for me. This is my best friend's daughter, Ollie. She's 5. Go clean your nose. You got snot coming out your nose, you little petri dish. Anyway, so I don't remember what I was saying because squirrel. But anyways, so yeah, we're gonna, I want to talk about the new releases that I just got the lowdown on and, you guys are gonna flip. So this is the makeup that I sell. This is a custom compact. You do whatever you want with your makeup and they're only $16 a shade. I will color match you, tell you what shades to get, and then don't trust strangers on the internet, but trust me. Ask anybody here, they'll tell you. Oh, thank you. I love band t-shirts. Don't you? I'm a sucker for a band t-shirt. I don't know why. Like if you play some of these songs on the radio, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that song, but I don't know who it is. But somehow the band t-shirts are really cool. Okay. So Saint is releasing mascara, 3 of them. So one of them is like a Mackenzie Jean, a tube. I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up the receipts. One of them is a tubing mascara. Hold on. So here's the new releases. One of them is there's going to be, I think on the 30th, there's going to be a gift with purchase promo. And this is going to be for a brush that's it's like an eyelash brush. So you know how I do you do a light under eye line. So some of us we have a thing where we would like to put the dark eyeliner on the bottom lash line. And that's kind of our security blanket, right? I would like to take this opportunity to show you how to use the under eye line with this brush to get a lighter, a lighter under eye. So you can still have that security blanket and still have that beautiful drama with, I almost tried to dip into here for my my contour. You can still get that really beautiful, I try to do it again, that really beautiful drama without totally putting that super black line. So if you're 40 like me or anywhere around that age, you know what I'm talking about. So I would love to kind of show more of that and how we can make our face look more bright, more alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. and kind of stop aging ourselves and really kind of bring that life and youthfulness to our face. Okay, we're just gonna thank you, Mesbah, but you gotta go. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so anyways, this is these shades again, by the way, I will match you to these. Don't be scared of this. Okay. So there's the this is the what's it called? The lash brush, I think. The next thing that they've announced is a Lash Velvet Mascara, buildable volumizing mascara with a thin demi-matte formula that intensifies with each coat. And it has the Hourglass brush. If you've ever used the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, which is one of my favorite mascaras of all time, they talked about how the Hourglass shape was actually it was made after the Marilyn Monroe, like she was the muse or whatever for the shape of the brush, which I think is really cool. So think of like that hourglass figure. I don't know what the different brushes do on mascara, so I'll have to research that. But anyways, and then there's a Lash Silk mascara, medium coverage elastic mascara that delivers a feathered eye-catching look. And so that one has like kind of a curved brush. So that one's really cool. And again, I don't know what the different brushes, like the different brush shapes have to do with your mascara. So I'm going to research it. And then there's a Lash Leather mascara. So it's a medium coverage tubing mascara that defines and enhances your lashes. Tapered brush separates each lash, long lasting formula. So I think that's really amazing. It pairs beautifully with cream products for a polished smudge-free look. So 3 mascaras. Here they all are together. So there's 3 mascaras, which the company used to be called Mascara, like Mask Cara, because Cara Brooke is the name of the founder. So Mask Cara, and it was like when she was like 10 years old, she invented this makeup, right? And she was like, it'd be easy if women could just like put this makeup on easy like a mask and just be done. But we don't want to use makeup as a mask, so the name worked, but it kind of didn't. But anyways, so everybody's been asking for a mascara. There's a Crescent and a Half Moon lash curler. So 2 different lash curlers, which I have one of their lash curlers that they released for like a holiday collection the year before last. I wasn't crazy about it, but also I use DIY lashes. So this might not be something that that I'm like don't listen to me. Also the new mascaras, I use lashes. So I will take my lashes off and use the mascara and let you know what I think. I'll use them on my bottom lashes, but I use the DIY lashes until I die. Okay, so there's Archangel Brow Gel. So this is a clear laminating gel that locks brows in place all day. So this is going to be great because we currently have a brow wax that pops into your palette, and then you got to like get it wet a little bit or like spray a little setting spray to activate it. So I think this is going to be really nice that it's in a tube. I'll be honest with you. The whole thing that sets Saint apart from other makeup is that it's an all-in-one compact. So I like the brow wax in the compact, but also the people are wanting this stuff. So I think it makes sense. A lash comb is coming out, which I think is great if you are someone who you like those lashes separated. I think that's going to be really cool, and it's retractable, travel friendly, which is awesome. The lash brush I talked about, there's a gold one and a rose gold. A new Sheer Glow Illuminator Tint Lip Oil. This one's cocoa, so I'm excited to smell that one. Go-to daily mascara. So I don't use mascara on my top lashes, just my bottom. So please keep that in mind. But Benefit sent me the colored mascaras, the Bad Gal Bang, and I really like these. And I was like, who's going to use color? But I genuinely like these. They don't smudge or anything. So these are long lasting, the Benefit Bad Gal Bang. So those are one of my favorites. And then I just started using the Celeste Wonder Lash on my bottom lashes, and I really like this one too. So I can send you the link to those if you want, and then you can kind of try them if you want. But take it from me, don't be afraid of trying a colored mascara. So when they sent me the mascaras, I was like, that's stupid. No one's going to use those. But I've actually used all of these. I use the brown one often. I would usually just use black, but colored mascaras are legit. So if you're someone who is willing to trust me, try it. Oh yeah, today's Monday. So there's a new episode of The Dating Detectives out. Thank you, Gina, for listening to the podcast. that's your 15 minutes. That means hydrate. Every 15 minutes we're hydrating. Drink your water. Y'all know y'all don't drink enough. That keep you hydrated all day. Okay. So, back to, sorry, I have ADHD so bad. Okay, lip oil. There's a marshmallow lip oil. So 2 new lip oils, 3 mascaras, 2 lash curling. They doing too much. It's fine. They doing a lot. Okay, new lip and cheek shades. As if we needed another pink, but it's pretty. I can't wait to try it. This is raspberry. This one is huckleberry. I think this one's going to be a fan favorite for sure. I can't wait to get my paws on these so I can try them. This one is ultraviolet. And you guys, if you are new here, I need you to trust me with these colors. They do not look as crazy as they look in the pan. Cannot wait to put these on. This is a new one called Purple Rain. So this is a little bit darker than the grape or the lavender skies. Jade, 3 new mascaras, 2 eyelash curlers, a lash brush, a lash comb, and new lippies, new lip and cheek shades. A new palette. So this is a quad palette in the baby pink color. And look at these big palettes. So you girls that are like exploding in your palettes and you're like, I need a bigger palette. These are the 40 size. So this is going to be like, the 40 palette is going to be big. So like this size. So it's going to be 2 levels of this. So this is for those girls who have a lot of makeup and you're ready to get into a bad boy palette, like a bad Mama Jam palette. This is going to be it. So it's going to be that size, and that's the blue and the mint green kind of color. So gorgeous new releases that I'm really excited for. Make sure you join my beauty group on Facebook. It's called Freedom in Beauty VIP. Make sure you type the VIP, Freedom in Beauty VIP, and I'll be doing lots and lots of updates. That's where I do giveaways and stuff like that. So, okay, so I just did my contour, which took me 47 minutes. That's fine. Now I'm going to do my brightening highlight. If you are new here and I know you've seen this makeup because it's viral, comment the word match and I will send you my color match form and you can upload your selfie to me. What I do when I color match is I look at, first of all, I'll tell you the process. So I have this program that I use so that I don't have to give out my personal number or whatever. I use this program called like EMS, Go High Level, whatever. Hey, Chrissy, I love when you pop on and say hi. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Marie, when is it coming? I'm so excited. Okay, so I use this program where whenever you submit a color match, it sends me a thing. It says, this person needs a color match. So I click on the name, pull up the picture. And so I might pull up this person's picture and I'm going to say, hey, these are the colors. I look at your hair color, your eye color, your skin tone, your age, your texture, lines, wrinkles. I look at all of that stuff and match you accordingly. So then whenever I hit the buttons to decide like what colors you should have, and then it sends you a text and an email. So I have it set up to send you a text and an email, and it'll say, hey, here's your colors. I match you to eyeshadows, lip and cheek shades, bronzers, everything, and different brushes. So what you can do is go through your color match and you can decide, okay, I want this, I don't want this, whatever. It's customized to you. So when I send your color match, don't be like, oh my God, that's so many things. You don't have to buy all those things. That's just me like telling you my recommendations for a little bit of everything. And then we can always text and you can be like, hey girl, I have a question about this, or what about this, or I need this kind of coverage, what kind of brush? And we can talk about that stuff. So please don't hesitate to text me directly. I love connecting with my customers. This is something that I'm just, number one, this is my full-time job. Number two, connecting with you guys has been what has brought me out of a loneliness and a depression, took me away from doing surveillance full time as a private investigator, and has given me kind of a purpose. And so I'm really grateful that the Lord finally found a great use for my loud ass mouth and has allowed me to connect with you guys. And I've just been able to, I don't know, you guys have just really kind of given me a joy in my spirit that I never had before. So I love connecting. Okay. So this is, if you're new here, this is Saint. This is a customizable compact. I will match you to these shades. You gotta trust me. Don't trust strangers on the internet, but trust me. Frozen, Tennessee. Oh, thank you. Aren't they so great? I love our beauty group. You go join it, you guys. It's on Facebook. Freedom and Beauty VIP. Those women are phenomenal. And if you're new here and you're like, I want to try this makeup, but like I don't like to buy things online because same. And I was like, cream makeup, ill. Go in the beauty group and be like, what do you guys really think? They'll tell you. And if someone hates something, they'll tell you that too, which I love. You guys, I freaking grew up like the ugly fat girl. All the girls were like, ew, we don't want to be friends with you. And so now that I'm 40, like people are still mean. Like they still bully you. And so I was scared to do something like makeup because I was like, that's all girls and they're going to make fun of me. And that's not the case here. And I think everyone knows that like, this is a zero tolerance zone. I will not put up with like anybody being unkind or like, hey, I won't, it's zero tolerance. Like there's no like, hey, please be nice. Like, it's like you're gone. Like when someone shows you their true colors, you believe them the first time, right? Kind of like with dating, like when a guy shows you his true colors, just believe him the very first time. Okay. So I just applied basically in one layer, my contour, which I made a video the other day and I was saying how like, who gave 20-year-olds the authority on highlight and contour? Hey, Lindsay. Yes, exactly. We love everybody. 20-year-olds are going online and they're saying, oh, highlight and contour. If you're like me, you're sitting there watching the video going, you literally already have cheekbones. You literally already have a structured face. What are you doing? Like, what about me? I'm 40. How's this going to work for me? The older you get, it's probably like, that's when you need to highlight and contour the most. So I think a lot of women my age or in our 40s and 50s and 60s and beyond, whatever, we think that, oh, if the 20-year-olds are doing it, it's not going to work for us. But really, they're doing it, and it should be more for the older crowd. Like, as we get older, we start to lose the life, we start to lose color, we start to lose dimension, gravity takes effect. And so that's when we really want to highlight and contour. And you can do it so easy with this makeup, which is why I really like this. I feel like it's really empowering for women. Because when you put on your makeup, I didn't realize how many women like were intimidated by makeup, scared of makeup. And now it's like, this is an easy way. Like I could teach you makeup all day with like liquid foundation and the contour, whatever. And if you look at some of my before and afters, my makeup was on freaking point. There was nothing amiss on my makeup. But with this, it's lighter, it's easier. I can teach it to other women. I just feel like it's a more beautiful, like youthful glow. I just love everything about it. And I am someone who I don't like gimmicks and I'm very, very skeptical. Like I'm a PI for 20 years. I don't trust anyone or anything, right? So when I saw this online, I was like, that's stupid. No one does their makeup like that. And I was like, well, I got to try it because I'm that asshole. And so I did. And I was like, oh, wow. And so I'm really grateful that I did because this makeup has really brought like, an ease, like a confidence to women when it comes to makeup. And now women who are like, I never did makeup because I was so scared of it. And now I do it every day just because I love to do it. Like it's so enjoyable now. And so if you are that lady who's like, I don't know, girl, I don't want to do makeup, try this stuff and you'll be forever touched, forever changed. Okay, so I just did my contour, my concealer, and my foundation all in one layer, and I'm so sorry for the lighting in here. Actually, I have this Barbie light that I turned on. Let me turn it off real quick. I got this at a... Ouch! My friend's daughter has her Barbie thing in here. I just stepped on it. And then, so when we remodeled my office, I was going to use that Barbie mirror for like the full length mirror, but the light wasn't bright enough, so I had to keep the regular mirror. And then this thing, we bolted the shelves into the wall and now I can't get to the plug to unplug it. So I have this pink hue on my face. So we're working on it. I'll work on that today. I lost all motivation to wear makeup when I became a mom and I feel so overwhelmed. Oh my gosh, you are my ideal customer. There are so many women, mamas, like professional ladies that just we lose ourselves over time, right? Like we lose our identity almost. Like we're not a woman anymore. Now we're just like a mom. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome, love.
You're so sweet.
Love you.
Love you. My husband's off today, so I get to bother him all day. He brought me an icy.
I'm leaving.
You're leaving? Oh yeah, you're going to Sam's?
Yep.
Take the boy.
I am.
He need to get out of the house. Must have been playing Fortnite all weekend. Anyways, so yeah, I just feel like this is just such an easy way to do your makeup. I'm sorry I lose my train of thought. I have really bad ADHD, so I hope you can follow along. Anyways, yeah, so when we lose our identity, like we become a mom, and that's who we are, right? Like we're not anybody else but a mom, or we're not anybody else but a lawyer, or a clerk at the store, or whatever we do, we put everything into that, or a wife, or a stay-at-home, whatever it is that you do, we tend to pour into that, and we don't pour into ourselves. And so we're spending all this time trying to pour into other people and our kids and our husband and our lives. We forget about ourselves. And so with something easy, like you can do your makeup in like 2 to 3 minutes, like just blah, 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 blah. And then if you want to do more, like fine, but less than 10 minutes, you can do your makeup and you'll actually like do a double take in the mirror. And I think it's the finish. It's the like bringing the life back to your face. So really, really easy. Highly, highly. Lynette says hi. My ear itches. Does that mean you're getting money? Or does that mean someone's talking about you? Lynette said hi.
Hi.
He said hi. He's a good fella. Okay. So anyways, we start to lose ourselves. So this is just a great way to practice self-care. Putting on makeup doesn't make you more beautiful. You're already beautiful. There's no substitute for the beauty that you already have, but it's fun to like, do something for yourself that kind of makes you, I don't know, hold your head up a little higher. And this makeup is really easy. So you'll be able to get up every morning, throw your face on and call it a day. See how pretty? And it's not super cakey and weird and gross. Okay, foundation, concealer, contour, I'll match you to those, no problem. Bronzer, I'm a bronzer girl. If you are new here, I'm going to scare the shit out of you right now, probably. I like to add a lot of bronzer. It looks really dark, and most people are like, oh my God, like bronzer. That's so scary and dark. Bronzer will change your freaking face. It will change your makeup. It will make you look alive. It will bring life to your face. It will make you look like you actually got some vitamin D. It's a family show. It'll make you actually look like you got in the sun for a little bit and that you got outside and did something, like, instead of just being a mom all the time or sitting in the office all the time, right? So that's going to bring warmth to your face. And it's just, this is such a beautiful makeup, and it'll just melt really pretty into your skin. Nothing cakey, nothing creasy, nothing weird. It's not going to settle in your lines and wrinkles. So if you are an older gal and you're like, I have lines and wrinkles, the older you are, the more texture you have, the better this makeup is. Like the older you are, the more I recommend this makeup. This is buildable coverage to the max, but a lot of gals, including myself, I'm a full coverage girl. With this makeup, because first of all, there's only 11 ingredients. One of them is beeswax, so really good for your skin. So it's constantly hydrating. There's no alcohol. So it's going to give you a beautiful glow and a luminosity, like it's going to bring your face to life. And so you don't need as much product. So even though a lot of us are like, we want full coverage, most of the time, and this makeup will do that, is we just need an even skin tone and a little bit of dimension. So when you add that in just one layer with these colors, just put the colors where they go and blend them. A lot of my full coverage girls are like, holy bananas. Like, you don't need to add. It's not about adding more layers. It's about adding more colors. So this is the analogy that I like to use. If you're looking at a white piece of paper and there's a black dot on it, you're going to see that black dot and you're going to be like, that's a black dot. And if you have ADHD like me, you're going to be like, black dot, gotta cover it. It's driving me nuts. You see this black dot, it's distracting, right? So let's say that's our pink undertone, or let's say that's a sunspot or an age spot, or let's say that's our freckles or whatever it is, right? So that's our black dot on our white piece of paper. When you take a concealer shade or a bright concealer or whatever, and you try to cover it up and you're like, black dot, cover it. Number one, you never get it the same shade of white as the paper, right? Number two, when you start adding color on top, now you're just adding layers, which creates texture, which we don't want, right? Because the texture makes us look older and more dry, like the Crypt Keeper. We don't want that. So instead of focusing solely on covering up that distraction, if you take that white piece of paper and that black dot and start creating really beautiful colors around it and creating dimension and texture everywhere else. Hi, baby. You leaving? Mm-hmm. I love you.
I love you too. I watched the inauguration.
You did? Did you like it?
Boring.
Oh, it was boring. Okay. I'm glad you watched it, though. Pretty cool, huh? So when you take that white piece of paper and you have that black dot and you're putting a beautiful pink here and you're adding dimension here and contour and contrast and all these things, that black dot becomes a little less obvious, even if you never touch it. I mean, you can still cover it. Drink. That's 15-minute timer. That means hydrate. Every 15 minutes we hydrate. And cheers. Get your water, all y'all. Don't just look at me. Get your water. I know y'all ain't drinking. Y'all ever been to church and been like, oh, the pastor, oh, he's preaching to me today because that's about me. That's it. Drink your freaking water. Okay. So anyways, you take this dimension, this really beautiful color, all over this white piece of paper. The black dot becomes less noticeable. And sometimes that's all we need is just to enhance the things that we like and or create like cheekbones, like the Lord forgot mine, but it's fine. Like create cheekbones or enhance things that we love and kind of take away from the distraction of the things that we're not crazy about. So if you have mature skin, you have the lines and the wrinkles or whatever, and you add, and number one, as we get older, we start to lose color. We become more sallow. So even like if you're older and or you're someone who already has that structure, you already have the cool tone from the shadows, or you have a very structured face or whatever, and then you add like a warmth like bronzer, sometimes that's literally all it takes. And so it can be fun and it can really give you that boost that you need to feel confident again. And that's what women are missing. That's what influencers are missing, influencers are missing the mark when it comes to, okay, that's great. You showed me how to do this makeup, but what does it do for me individually? How can I make this customized for me? And that's what this is. And that's why I love it. I already drank 40 ounces of water and a protein shake. Oh, did you? We need to follow your lead. Good for you. Has self-worth and value, even though we're still 7. Chrissy, I love you. Girl, I'm going to pray for you. You have a friend in me. Thank you for sharing. That was very vulnerable of you. Thank you so much. You got a place here, girl. I'm so sorry. That I know how hard that is, so just know that you got some friends here. These ladies are amazing. And you know what I think is cool too is like, speaking of like the TikTok ban and stuff, everybody's like, oh, the TikTok ban, like, you know, people are losing their jobs or whatever. And it's like, I feel like if those connections are genuine, like, and you've really made an impact on someone, they're going to find you on like another platform or whatever. Like they're going to find a way to connect with you. And so I feel like when you're online, like when you're an influencer, you have an opportunity to touch lives. And I tell the Lord all the time, I don't know why you bless me with this. Like, for me, it's great because I'm a talker, obviously, and I love to connect with women. I love making friends and I love just socializing or whatever. And every time I say, Lord, I don't know why you bless me with this, but thank you. He says, I'm not blessing you, I'm blessing them. And it just reminds me that sometimes the things that are happening are not necessarily things like for us, but for others. And so sometimes you're being used to help others. So you never know when like your kind words could really like help someone else. And so that's what I love about this makeup also is it kind of, when you feel more confident, you feel more inclined to be kind to others. And so that can like spread. And so it's just kind of, I think it's just kind of a neat way to, you know, connect is through makeup and through creativity and I don't know, just making us feel more confident and more beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to use one of the new shades today. These are some of the new lip and cheek shades that dropped at the end of last year. What did they drop in November or Black Friday or something? I don't remember. Let's use I like to match my shirt. What is this one? Marrakesh. This one's Marrakesh. I don't want you guys to be scared of these colors, okay? I like to say when you're doing makeup, a lot of us tend to go for neutral colors, right? A lot of us don't wear blush because it's like, oh, it's so pink. I'm not a pink blush girl. I feel like a clown. I'm not a red lip girl. I feel like a clown. It's out of my comfort zone. But when I do those things, I feel like stepping out of my comfort zone kind of helps me to see that like, it's not so bad. I like to tell my audience, tell my customers, when you're wearing makeup, whether it's this makeup that I sell or not, pick a scary color, pick a scary blush or a scary lip or a scary eyeshadow, just one. Pick your scary color and try it. And what happens is usually when you try it, when you're scared of something, you're like, okay, we're just going to go really light. And then when you go really light, you're like, oh, that's not so bad. And then when you see like, oh, okay, this is not so bad at all. And then it'll encourage you to try another shade and another scary color and another scary. And before you know it, you're exploring with new colors. And what happens when we learn something new? It builds our confidence, right? And so next thing you know, you're like getting compliments, not because of your makeup, but because you feel confident and you're holding your head up higher. And I was talking about this yesterday on my Facebook Live. And so I have a couple degrees in criminal justice, right? So when I was studying for criminal justice, I wanted to be on the SWAT team. Like that's what I wanted to do. But I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do yet, but I wanted to do something juvenile, something, I don't know. But I took a behavior analysis course when I was in school for criminal justice. And one thing was like reading body language. And one of the things that I learned was the distance from your ears to your shoulders can help you look more confident. So the greater this distance is between our earlobes and our shoulders, the more open we are, the more you can tell if someone's lying if they're this, right? So when you, when something's coming at your head or you're scared of something and you want to protect yourself, what do? You cover your head, right? So that's the stance. And it's like, if someone's like that, they're likely, they're probably a tale that they're lying, right? So this is like, if this is a tell that they're lying, this is confident. This is your shoulders, your back. They're far away from your earlobes. So the further away your earlobes are from your shoulders is the confidence. So when you try a new color and you're confident in it, that opens you up here, and this allows people to see that you are confident. That's where the compliments come from. It's not from your makeup. Like you could be wearing a color that looks absolutely ridiculous, but if you're confident in it and you feel awesome, that's gonna be what like people notice, right? Your confidence walks into a room before your makeup does. So don't worry about the shade. Wear whatever shade you want. But whenever you open yourself up here, this is where the confidence is. Okay. So make sure that you are open here, and the more confident you feel in your face with something easy. When something's easy, you feel a little bit more confident. When we do a scary color, and so many of my customers are like, oh my God, I got my scary color, I'm scared to try it. And they try it and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like I feel so pretty. I was a late learner when it came to riding my bicycle without training wheels. I was 8 years old, right? Which is, I feel a little, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I was so excited when I learned to ride my bike with no training wheels, and I just wanted to do it for hours and hours because it was new and it was cool, and I learned how to ride my bike, and I was so excited, so proud of myself, I couldn't get off it. And so that's the same thing with your makeup. When you find something scary and you try it, you just feel more confident. So if you haven't tried this makeup yet, I'm telling you, it is a game changer. If you are someone who's like, I don't really wear makeup, you will want to, and it's just a great way to spend a couple minutes on yourself, do some self-care. And also, if you're someone who has problematic skin, this makeup is very hydrating. There's no alcohol in this. I was never someone who was into like ingredients. Like, I'm a boy mom. I eat off the floor because 5-second rule, and I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I live on the edge and don't wash my hands after I use the bathroom. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's whatever. Like, I'm not really into like ingredients. I'm like, does it look good? Cool. But I've learned that with this makeup, because there's no alcohols in it and it's very clean makeup, there's only 11 ingredients. One of them is beeswax. Great for your skin. I haven't broken out in 3 years since I wear this makeup. If you see me breaking out, it's because I have like one little friend who pops up every time I get my period, or like I had microneedling last week, and so, or the cool peel, and so it like literally lasered off my skin barrier, so I broke out a little bit. But other than that, this makeup has changed my life when it comes to makeup. Okay, Jade, that's a really good question. Here's my answer to that. Do you think that nearly any color can look good on each person? So if I buy a scary shade, do you think it would look good regardless? Here's my answer. There are shades that people wear that just look better on them, period. Like if you have blue eyes, orange looks great because orange is opposite on the color wheel and it makes your blue eyes pop, whatever. So there are things, and like there's certain shades that don't look good on some people. They just don't. But if it's something that you like, you're going to be more confident in it. So if you wear a shade, I always use the example Mimi from Drew Carey, right? She looked crazy with that blue eyeshadow, and she was always wearing a dress, looked like Mrs. Frizzle from the freaking Reading Rainbow Magic Bus, whatever. What's it called? The school, whatever. She looked crazy as a bedbug. But she walked in there with her big old body and her big old boobs sticking out and her shoulders were back and her head was high. Her hair looked crazy up to Jesus. But she was confident in that, right? And that was what everybody knew her for. And they were like, oh, there's Mimi. She's got that crazy eyeshadow, but it always looked good because she had that confidence. So it's kind of twofold. Yes, there are shades that look good on certain people. There are shades that there's certain eyeshadow shades on me that just bring me down. Like, I'm just like, I don't like them. But then I can pair them with other things to kind of make them pretty or whatever. So if someone asks me for an eyeshadow look, I'll use it and I can get it to look fine. But it just, Magic School Bus, thank you, Amanda. It just doesn't do anything for me. So I guess, short story long, anybody can wear any shade, period, if you have the confidence to go with it. But if you know that something doesn't look good on you, or you're just like, oh, I just don't like this shade on me, don't wear it. Do you know what I mean? But I think, in my personal opinion, as someone who is a not professionally trained makeup artist, anybody can wear any shade if it makes you confident, and it creates the greater distance between your earlobes and your shoulders. It doesn't matter how crazy the color is. You deserve to feel beautiful and confident, and if there's a color that does that, freaking wear it. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Period. End of story. End of story. Telling you. I want to try. Hold on. I got some of these lippies from Celeste, and I love some of these shades. Hold on. I'm coming. Stand by. I like a really light, I don't know which one to try. What about these? I like a light lippy. I don't like something that's super, super intense. Which one is this one? So I've been exploring. I don't like that one. Not for today. That's going to clash with my shirt. Oh. That one's a little too dark. But I found some really nice. Hold on. Ugh, I'm just going to grab it. I got all these new lippies. So I'm kind of a lippy hoe. Like, I will buy 65 lippies in different shades that if I find a formula that I like, I'll buy it in every single color. This one is shade 114 Shimmer from Celeste. Yes, I love it. I like a sheer lip. Like, it can be dark, but it must be sheer. And that's just how I like my lippies. I don't like a super heavy lippy. I just never have. That's why red is like, ooh, for me. But you can still wear it and get away with it, right? Amy, I am excited about Saint's new mascaras. I don't use mascaras on my top mascaras, because I use the DIY lashes. They're just my favorite. I like it more than mascara. They're longer. They last forever. I just feel more confident with these lashes, but I do use it on the bottom. And so I am really excited. I'm always trying a new mascara on the bottom to see what goes well with my makeup. So I am excited to try Saints and give you like a full blown review on it. My by the way, I had the Cool Peel, which she brings down my neck, and the Cool Peel is just like for it just lasers off your top layer of skin. So I haven't done self tanner, so I'm just dusting a little bronzer down here. But you see how glowy and pretty my makeup is? I'm telling you, try this makeup. If you haven't tried it yet, don't trust strangers on the internet, but trust me, please. Trust me. I feel so stupid saying that. Like, don't trust strangers on the internet, but also buy makeup from this stranger. But seriously. But really, really fun lippies. They have a lot of people. Saint doesn't have like a long wear mattifying lipstick, and a lot of people want those. I really like Celeste's. So if you want a recommendation for a long wear mattifying, like kiss proof, smudge proof lippy, I really like the Celeste ones a lot. Okay. So this is the color I'm wearing today. So if you want a link to the Celeste lippies, you gotta try them. But if you, when you do your color match or whenever you're on the Saint website, don't be afraid to try some of the shades there too. I'm a lippy hoe, so sometimes I'll wear Saint, sometimes I'll wear others, but I don't know. I like the lippies a lot. Elf had Elf is the drugstore brand that Elf has good products for drugstore. I'm not gonna lie, like Elf is really, really good. But anyways, they had a sale the other day on their website where it was like you get 8 of their like shimmer gloss lippies, and they were for like, I don't know, $60 or something, and I had to have all of them, and I cannot wait. I have too many lippies. It's fine. Anyways, okay. Yeah, I'm not a stranger anymore. Like, I'm a super pale girl, and even a light dusting all over a bronzer is a game changer. I'm telling you. So that's the thing with cream makeup. With this particular cream makeup, if you're anything like me, you are addicted to, or you are married to that liquid foundation. You put it on, you paint it on your face, and I would like to drink your water. All y'all drink your water. It's 15 minutes. Drink your water. Y'all don't just stare at me. Drink it. Just drink. I know some of y'all are just like not drinking your water. I can see it. I can see it. It's fine. Yeah, I think it might have been lip oils. I love a lip oil, especially if like, and glosses scare me because they're a lot of times they're like sticky. I'm not a fan, but a lot of the ones that I use, they're not sticky. And if they are, I'll return them. I look in the mirror more often. Good for you! I've never felt confident wearing makeup before, but since I've gotten Color Match, I look in the mirror more often. Oh. My son lost my timer. Tiffany, he's grounded. I think this is like at the Five Below stores, like $4 or $12 or $2, $3 or $6. I don't know, but it's like a little cheapy, plasticky. It says time timer. Time timer. Like that's how generic it is, but it does the trick. Every 15 minutes, drink your water. So that's a great way to hydrate. Okay. So anyways, try this makeup. If you are new here, just try the makeup. And anybody here will tell you, it really is game changing. Like it is, I just think there's something about, first of all, what sets this makeup apart is that it's all in one, like cool compact. And every compact is a magnet, and these are little metal tins, and they have the color on the back with the ingredients. And so everything just magnetizes in. So you custom build your own palette. I'm anxious, but I can't wait to try it. You're going to love it. And I will tell you, when I first got this makeup, I tried to apply it like a liquid, like the paint, and you're like, holy shit, that is so much. And it was so thick and cakey. This makeup, these are little for a reason. They don't need to be very big. This will last you like 6 to 9 months. Sometimes, I guess 4 to 6 months if you're like an avid everyday makeup wearer. And then when you run out of one, you just replace it. $16. So it makes it affordable. It's really beautiful. There's different size palettes. There's huge and little big baby palettes and whatever. And it reminds me of when I was little and you had on the computer, remember the Macs? Like when I'm 40. I'm aging myself. It's fine. But we had computer programs, and you could like, kind of like on the movie Clueless when she scrolls through her closet and finds like the outfits. We had a Barbie game like that, and it was like old school, like digital, but it was legit, and you could like, customize your Barbie or whatever. And that's what it makes me think of. It's very nostalgic. You can like customize your colors, put together your palette, and then if you could, yeah, exactly, customize the palettes. And how old is your daughter? Custom palettes for me and my daughter. She doesn't need everything. If you have a young lady in your life, like, a teenager just getting into makeup. So one thing that I love about this for teens is that oftentimes, teens don't need to contour. So when I do makeup for a teen, for prom or for whatever, I might do a little bit of contour if it's like a a huge event. But most of the time, all they need is a little bit of bronzer, maybe a little illuminator, a light dusting of foundation, and like maybe some shimmer or a cute little eyeshadow. They don't need the whole highlight, contour, concealer, like most of the time, right? And so it is cool that you can customize it for the young ladies and kind of teach them, which we didn't learn. I'm 40, so if you're around my age, less is more. But we didn't learn that. We learned from another 8th grader when we were in 8th grade that like more is more. And that's what you did. But so now it's like less is more. And then also for the older ladies, I like it because the formula of the makeup it'll bring life and dimension and a color and a glow back to your face, that youthfulness. And I feel like that's what is missing, you know, with the more mature skin. So the texture, the lines, the wrinkles, you know, I feel you, girl. So anyways, I'm not someone who likes gimmicks. Like, I hate things that are sold online and I'm like, they're like, this will work for you. And I'm like, yeah, right, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not someone who just, like, I don't believe things. And so when I tried this makeup, I was like, whoa, like, this really is for everybody. So coming from someone who's a skeptic and a non-gimmicky, non-believer, this stuff is good. I'm a private investigator. I don't trust nothing. So I'm telling you, it's good. And I think you'll really like it. It'll be a game changer. Thank you so much, Alyssa's mama. MAC Locked Kiss ink is my go-to for long wear. Ooh, I want to try it. I'm going to screenshot this so I can try it. I'm going to let you know what I think. Thank you, Fran. Hello from California, my 12-year-old night. Thank you so much, Alyssa's mom. I love you. Dr. Good morning. Hello. Thank you for being here. Can you melt and dump old highlighter on new? Yes, that's a good question. So one thing, I'm a UK girl. Yay! I love my new UK friends, my Spice Babes. Hashtag Spice Girls, don't judge me. Yes, so the cool thing about this makeup too is you can kind of like, if you take your pans, see how it's kind of hitting pan right there? If I take this, and I'll do a video later to show you, but you put like on a coffee warmer, just kind of put that on there and it kind of melts together. And so you can actually, what I do is I will scrape a color. Like if I do a new bronzer, I'll just like scrape it, put it in the new one, melt it, and it's all together now. But you can get every last drop of your makeup, which is another thing I really like. So that's real fun. I'm a skeptic and she's so honest. I'm telling you, if you're, my ideal customer is someone who says, I'm not using that makeup because no way, that's never going to look good on me. That's my ideal girl because that's me. That's the girl I relate to, is the girl that says, yeah, freaking right, get lost. I've seen this makeup. There's no way. That's stupid. That's the girl. Because those are the girls that are going to be like, I did not believe you, but holy crap. I love those testimonials. Yes, that's a good point too. My phone number, you guys, I am someone who I hate bad customer service. I always use Verizon as an example. I'm sorry, Verizon, but y'all are sometimes not great. And so Bank of America sometimes is another one. I'm using setting powder, by the way, right here in my T-zone. But when I hate calling customer service or like trying to get help with something that I literally cannot do. Like, you can't do it online. You need someone to help you. And someone says, oh, I can't do that. Let me transfer you to someone else. And you go to someone else and you got to tell your story all over again. It's awful, right? And I'll tell you a real quick story. This is still Verizon. I love Verizon. I do surveillance in some seedy places sometimes, and I got to make sure I have my service. And Verizon's the only one that I don't lose service ever. So I'll stay with Verizon until the day I die, no matter how much they cost. But I went in to add a new line to my plan or something. I don't remember. And the sales guy inside the store was like, hey, let me help you. Let me get you what you need. What's your name? I'm going to log you in. I'm going to get you to answer all your questions, whatever. Well, as soon as I said, okay, good, that's what we want then. Instead of completing the transaction and helping me, sitting down with me, whatever, he said, okay, this is my manager. Her name is so-and-so. She's going to help you from here on. And I was like, wait, so you're just like done with me? He's like, yeah, another customer has come in. I'm the sales guy, so I'm going to go take care of this next customer. And I'm like, but I'm literally still here. Like, you're not going to help me? And he's like, my manager's going to help finish off the transaction. So I was like, okay, trust the process. I guess this is how they do it, right? He's just the sales guy. He sits me down, says, this is my manager. And she says, hi, what's your name? Beg pardon? Like, now I have to introduce myself again. She went over, okay, so what did you need this for? And I was like, this is, like, I had to re-explain to her what I was doing. So now you're wasting my time, right? And so it was just one of those things where, like, the customer service I just felt was missing. Like, they made the sale, now they're done with you. That's not me. I can't allow most women who already feel a lack of confidence, just like walk around all willy-nilly with makeup that they don't know how to use, because it's kind of novel, it's new, right? And they don't know what's going on, and they've bought the makeup, but now they're like, okay, what do I do with it? And then the women that have said, well, I bought the makeup, but then I didn't get help from my artist, and so it just sits in a drawer. I just don't use it. That's not me. I'm not that girl. I come with this. So when you text me and you say, hey girl, I don't know what I'm doing or I need help with this, you will get a response. I am available. I am accessible. Don't call me because I ain't answered the phone since 1997, but you can text me all day and we can talk that way, but don't call me. I'm a PI. I don't answer calls. I just don't. It's not something that PIs do because we think everyone's out to get us, so we don't trust anybody. But text me. But anyways, so like we can have a text conversation. You can email me, whatever. You can message me here. There's just, I think there's something to be said about having someone who actually cares that you feel confident. And so that's why, I think that's why I've been so successful selling this makeup. I'm a top seller in this company, and I have been consistently for the last 2 years, because that customer service is and I think that's what it is that people know they can count on me to help them. So there are women here, and they will tell you that, they're like, I text her 72 times a day and she responds, and I do, and I'm never annoyed with it because I know what it's like. You guys, I went 38 years of my life being the fat, ugly girl and being passed off. And every time I call customer service, I'm passed off to someone else, because they don't care. Nobody cares about you. You know, they're just doing their job. They don't care about you as a person. I actually care because I know what it's like to be there. And so I know what it's like to just be like passed off, and you know, like I don't like that. So anyways, customer service is huge for me. So thank you, Amanda. I really do reply every single time. Lindsay, how's that baby? You're going to be blown away how much she helps. It's like, you're my new best friend. No, it's true. And everybody's like, sometimes people will see me in public and they'll be like, hey, I saw you in public, but I didn't want to bother you. And I'm like, do you guys know that if everyone said I don't want to bother you, no one would ever talk to me? Bother me, like talk to me. Like I love making friends. Please, please, please say hi, or please jump in my DMs or whatever. Oh, Jody, totally. I actually have, hold on. Jody, I'm going to tag you in the eyeliner video that I did, but I was going to do, so that leads me to this. So, Jules, good. Thank you. She's supposed to be on bed rest. We're having a hard time keeping her down. Praise God, but she's healing. Napping in the sun. True, quick, good for you. Except when you're trying to run to the bathroom, then I'm going to shit my pants. I had to retell that story. Okay, so what I've been doing is anytime you send a request for an eyeshadow combo, like let's say 2 to 4 shades, and I think this is going to encourage my audience to start wearing more scary colors. Send an eyeshadow combination, like maybe your scary color, or maybe a couple scary colors, or some colors you have in your palette and you're not sure how to put them together, or they looked pretty online and you're like, okay, how the fuck do I wear this, right? Send me your shades and say, hey, can you do a look for this? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the eyeshadow look. I'm going to do a video for how to apply it, and I'm going to post it on my social media. I'm going to name it after you, and I'm going to create a graphic that has the colors and the before and after picture, or the open eye, close eye thing that I like to do. So I like to show the eyeshadow with your eyes open and closed. And so I think it would be really fun, and this would be a great way to help me connect more with my customers and to encourage you to wear more of the scary eyeshadows. So if you have an eyeshadow combo that you want to send over, that you're like, I want to see how she puts these together, send me the colors. And like, Allison was the first one. Allison was my first customer that I was like, we should do this. So the first one I did, she said, can you do like a mint chocolate chip, like kind of inspired look? So I did. And she told me what colors that would be great. So I used them, and I added one of my own that I thought would look good. So if you send me I don't know how many requests I'm going to get. So if like, I'm just going to choose them like randomly or as they come in. So if yours doesn't get, if I don't do a look on yours, it's not because I don't like you, it's just because there's probably a lot. I don't know. So I don't know how many there's going to be, but I'm going to start doing that in a way to inspire you and encourage you to wear the eyeshadow. So many people don't wear eyeshadow, and you don't realize it can really change your whole makeup look. So that'll be fun. So you'll have an entire eyeshadow named after you. And along with that, so when I create the graphic, when you buy Saint Makeup, like when you're a customer of mine, you get a loyalty link. and so like you can earn like free makeup, and you can earn like the makeup bags and some other stuff that's on there that you can get for free. So it'll kind of encourage you to like maybe share that look and tell your friends. If anytime you refer your friends, you earn loyalty points. So then you'll be like, oh my gosh, you know, Mackenzie named an eyeshadow look after me, and then you can refer your friends, and then it helps your loyalty link or whatever. So I'm hoping to encourage you to share with other ladies who might be scared of eyeshadow. Send them my way, even if there's someone who like they're already married to their Clinique foundation or whatever. You can these palettes are magnetic, like just buy the eyeshadows or whatever. So it's a great way for me to connect with other ladies who might be scared of makeup. It's a great way for you to earn loyalty points, and it's a fun way for us to connect and kind of create new looks that maybe I'm not good at putting colors together. I just go all willy-nilly. So with you guys sending me requests, it's really going to help me, because sometimes I have like a block, like kind of a creative block. So send over your eyeshadow combos and be like this, and this, and this, and then I'll put it together, name it after you, and now you will have a Freedom Barbie eyeshadow combo that's named after you. And we're going to keep them in like a folder or like in a file in the beauty group on Facebook, Freedom and Beauty VIP. And I'm going to create like, I have a Dropbox full of just like images for different things, and I'm going to save them, and that you're going to know, like, that's my eyeshadow look, and it's going to be really fun. So I'm hoping that'll be something we can do together. So I said that to say, I'm going to do another look that someone had sent over. So I'm going to do that eyeshadow video. And then I'm going to, after I do that eyeshadow, I'll do another video with the eyeliner, and I'll slow it down, kind of like eyeliner for idiots. Drink your water. Aren't I annoying? You guys, fun fact, my dad has passed. He died in 2015 in a motorcycle accident. But he was a drill instructor at a boot camp for youth. And so he was very like very militant. And so sometimes that comes out in me, but like in a fun way. But I was like, I could never be a drill instructor, because I'd be like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, I'd be like, get down and give me 20 push-ups. I'm so sorry, are you okay? Is 20 too much? Like, I could never be a drill instructor. But anyways, fun fact, my dad was a drill instructor. Like, legit, the Smokey the Bear hat, and he wore it on his brow, like, legit drill instructor. I was wearing the look you did for my photo shoot last year with Dory to church, and a gal complimented it. Asked what I was wearing. Made me feel like I was on the red carpet. That's so amazing. Oh, Lindsay, you just reminded me. Speaking of red carpet, the Cheer Choice Awards that you guys voted for me. Remember when I was like, oh, vote for me, and I didn't think like you actually would, and you did, and so now I'm like top 5, and I could. So the Cheer Choice Awards is like, it celebrates creators on social media who use their platform for positivity or whatever. And so the Cheer Choice, I made top 5 in my category, which was blog/vlog. Excuse me. And so the award ceremony is in Vegas on April 13th. It's a Sunday. And you can buy tickets, and I have a discount code for you to buy the tickets for the Cheer Choice Awards. So if you're in I almost said Los Angeles. If you're in Las Vegas or in that area and you want to go, you totally can. We're going to be staying at the Palms, and there's going to be like a meet and greet that Saturday. There's going to be like a pool party. And so me and my husband, my mom and her wife, my best friend who's also my assistant, and her husband. So we're going to be there, and we're going to get like a cabana. There's going to be a meet and greet. So if you can come out, it'd be amazing. But definitely if you can go to the Cheer Choice Awards, there's going to be like a red carpet on Sunday. There's going to be like media and press and a step and repeat and like legit red carpet. I'm so excited. It's going to be really fun. So thank you for voting for me for that. So it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. Also, if you're new here, I have to tell you, someone asked me like if I'm on drugs, and someone asked me like how much coffee, or no, someone told me to lay off the coffee. I don't drink coffee, and I've never done a drug in my life, so it's not a thing. This is like baseline. So if you like, I'm sorry, this is just my energy. It's just, I wake up like this. I wake up like baseline hyper, so I'm sorry. Coffee's ill. Coffee's so gross. Insert gag. I can't. Yeah, if someone tells me like, oh, how much coffee have you drank? Like, you are totally new here. 'Cause coffee, you guys are disgusting with your coffee. And when the timer goes off, we're not drinking coffee. We're drinking water. Water. Thank you. A lot of people will tell me like I'm obnoxious. Like I've been made fun of a lot because like, oh, you're so dramatic, you're so obnoxious, you're too loud, you're whatever. And I'm like, they'll say you're too much. Remember the America Ferrera? What did she say? She said, too much, so you want less. So I'm too much, so you want less. Got it. Water is better for you than coffee. Yes, I drink bubbles, by the way. Like the cans of bubbly. I'll drink 7 to 8 of those a day. And then I top it off with like water. So if I'm too much, go find less, girl. I get it. Some people can't handle high energy. I get it. I'm too much. And I have a hard time when people are like very like introverted and very quiet. I'm like, are you okay? Like, are you mad at me? Like, do you know what I mean? And so it makes me so uncomfortable when someone's really quiet, and it's just, different personalities. My best friend, who is also my assistant, and it's two in the same because it's one and the same because like without her I would die. Like she's like my right hand man, but we spend every day together because she works here, so that's how often we're together, right? And she's much more quiet than I am. And so sometimes it's really hard. Like, I'm like, are you mad at me? Is everything okay? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, I can't handle this. And so it's really funny. Like, it took us a while to get to know each other because like she's kind of much more quiet and I'm so loud and obnoxious, but now it's like a perfect pairing. And so I think it's really funny. Like, sometimes I'm like, you are so quiet. I'm really scared. Exactly. Evolution orange soda. Oh, I'm screenshotting that. Is that a bubble water? I don't do soda, but I like a bubble water, any kind of bubble water. Unless it tastes like key lime. Ugh, that was awful. So my husband is really quiet. Like he's so like easygoing. He's laid back. He's chill. He's cool. And me, I'm like, brrr. So he's here. I'm here. Like he's like baseline. He's just like chill. And I'm like here. And then sometimes I'm here. And so it's fine. Depending on the time of the month. I never shut up. Coffee calms me down. That is so funny. I've heard that like some people are like really like zing zing, like ping ping, like bouncing off the walls, but then like coffee brings them down. One time I drank coffee. My friend said, do you want to go Black Friday shopping with me? I'll be at your house at 3 a.m. to pick you up. And she came with coffee. And coffee, I don't know how I got it down, but I was like, I'm really tired and whatever. And so I drank this coffee. Y'all, I was a freaking freight train. Like, boom! Like it was fast. And I was like zinging and flinging and pinging. And I don't even remember that day because I was like wild. And so because I have ADHD and I also take Adderall, like Adderall really helps me to kind of like focus more. It doesn't take away my energy or make me more energized, but it does like help me focus. And I guess it does like give you a little bit of energy, but not that I need it, but it really does help you like focus. Yeah, I'm ADHD. I call it what do I call it? OCHD, OCDCHD or something, ACDC brain, whatever. I will drink coffee when I'm constipated and need to poop. Yes, I've heard that coffee does that. Like coffee will make you like poop. I'm already regular. I don't need help pooping. Oh my gosh. This is why I love you guys. Thank you for being willing to have these conversations. Strawberry sunset. My friend, I was just at her house and I was like, she has it at her house and I tried it and I really liked it. My husband calls it TV static. Like he's like, if TV static was a drink, this is what it would taste like, and it's bubble water. But I like the Perrier. I like the anything bubble water. And when I go to like I'm sorry. When I go to a restaurant, I'm like, can I have bubbles? And in my mind, when I say bubbles, like my husband knows what bubbles, everybody knows what bubbles is. But when I go to a restaurant, they bring me champagne and I'm like, oh, I love champagne. Like I'm not a big drinker. I just don't drink. I don't not drink, but like I don't drink, but I do like champagne. That's like the one thing that I will drink or whatever. And so they'll bring champagne and I'm like, okay, this will work. It's fine. I'm at work. I'm glad no one can hear this combo. I am that friend, by the way. Like I was, my best friend Tiffany, she lives in Tennessee, and so we're on the phone a lot. And so she went through the drive-thru at like Starbucks or something. disgusting. And I was like, my nipples itch or something silly. And she had me on the speaker and she goes, yep, you are, we're definitely embarrassing. And she doesn't get embarrassed easily, but that's me. Like, I'm that friend that will make you, have to put things on, like, check your surroundings before you talk to me. I drink coffee and then take a nap. I hate napping. I fell asleep yesterday for a couple hours. I'm not a napper because I am FOMO. Like, what am I missing? Like, I can't sleep. But yesterday, I guess a girl just needed a nap. I don't know. I was just exhausted, my anxiety from the week and the hurricane repair and whatever. And so I took a nap and I woke up. I didn't know what day it was. I didn't know my name. I didn't know what year it was. My husband's saying Ryan wants pizza and I think it's breakfast time. Like, he's like, no, dog, it's like 7 p.m. Like, I can't nap. But I did yesterday and that's why I don't like to nap because then I wake up not knowing who I am. Emily, yes, thank you for asking. Okay, so to wrap this up, because I could talk forever, because you guys thank you for letting me talk about farts and burps and whatever. My timer just gives me watered down coffee in my bed. Tiffany, you're disgusting. And then the iced coffee. I can't. You guys are freaks. Okay, so to wrap this up, the new releases from Saint. If you are new here, get a freaking color match. Comment the word match and I'll tell you what shades to get and you can build a palette. On the 30th, these items will be releasing. So there's going to be a gift with purchase promo or whatever. So there's going to be a gift with purchase, which is this lash brush. So it's going to be to help us line that bottom lash line. And then it'll have like, this is a small, dense brush for, I imagine, for like the corners or whatever. I'm gonna show you how to use that. 3 mascaras. So Saint is finally releasing mascaras. One is I'm sorry, it's got the glare. One is a tubing mascara. One's another mask and then another, whatever. I'll play with those and show you, but there's 3 different ones. There are 2 lash curlers. One of them is a crescent lash curler and one's a half moon. Don't church it up. It's a lash curler. Whatever. It's fine. An Archangel brow gel. So that's going to be, if you're anything like me, I love a brow gel because I have a couple of grandpa brows that like, they stick up and I'm like, oh my, you know how like your grandpa has like long nose hairs and long eyebrow hairs? That's me. And so I'm excited for a brow stuff that is actually in a tube. Hi, friend. And then a retractable lash comb. So this is going to be great for travel. This is it retracts. So whatever. Yeah. 3 more mascaras to my collection. The lash brush and then a cocoa lip oil. The lip oils are not sticky. They are not super thick. They are beautiful. They smell very good, except for the chai one. It smells like coffee. Don't get that. Don't. And then a marshmallow lip oil. I love the flavor. They need bubblegum. My best friend said they need to do a bubblegum one, and she ain't wrong. They need a bubblegum one. New lip and cheek colors. Okay, so this one is raspberry. These do not look scary. I mean, these look scary, but they're not. Lindsay, I'm gonna screenshot that. I'm gonna message you. I might have you. You can be my guinea pig. Thank you for volunteering. Yeah, if it's the coffee one, you got me bent. I can't even open. That one's not even allowed to be open in my office. That chai lip oil, I can't. And everybody's like, chai is tea. No, not that. It's disgusting. S'mores lippies, right? Okay, so this is raspberry. This one is called huckleberry. It's so cute. Yeah, that's huckleberry. That one's going to be a hit, I think. That one's beautiful. The candy apple lip oil is amazing. I'm blowing through my tube. It's good, right? I like those. Let's see. This one is ultraviolet. I can't read backwards. So pretty. These are not going to be as scary as they look. I promise you. This one is purple rain. That one's these are going to be really pretty. I'm telling you. They have the quad palette that holds the 4 little eyeshadows in the pale pink. And then these 2 bad boys. This one and this one. So if you are someone who you're starting to rack up on your makeup, get one of these big palettes. These are gorgeous. I wish they made them in the other sizes, but it's fine. So those are going to be really pretty. That's going to be really fun. So these are releasing on the 30th. So I'm really excited to share more about those with you. Join my beauty group on Facebook, Freedom in Beauty VIP. I'll post them here on Instagram too. But join the beauty group. Those women are just amazing there. So I'll be telling you more about those products and like more details on them. And it's affordable stuff. Like it's not anything that's like super crazy. I think it's like $25 for mascara, which is like it's not drugstore, but it's not like, these are pretty quality, whatever. But for the set for all 3 mascaras, it's $65. The lash curler is $25. So nothing crazy, like the same as what you'd find in the store or whatever. Like the mid-range stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited. I cannot wait. Walking around sticking my lips out just to smell them. You're so funny. Yeah, Huckleberry I think is going to be a hit for sure. Homemade mozzarella on my lunch this morning. Amanda, that is so cool. I want to come there and like eat your farm food. Okay, so those are the new releases. Comment match to get a custom match this makeup that I use. Also, if you want the lippies that I was telling you about, just let me know, whatever, comment lippy or whatever. I don't know. I'll send you the if you want the long wear stuff. But I'll send you the Celeste ones. Those are good. Yes, we are finally in the UK. We launched in the UK January 6th. Get in here. I'm going to message you so that you get my color match form. I can't take this anymore. Will you please stop being so fabulous? You're so sweet, Mallory. I love you. Thank you so much. I love you. I'm so excited. So just so you know, if you're a UK girl, I call my UK girlies my Spice Babes because I'm 40 and I grew up with the Spice Girls or whatever. So my Spice Babes, get in here, get your color match. Yes, we are officially in the UK. So excited. So yes, definitely do that. And, yeah, just let me, if there's a color that you want me to swatch or if you want me to, I'll message you the link to it, to my beauty group. I got you. If you want me to swatch any shades or whatever, and if you want me to create an eyeshadow look after you, send me the shades that you want me to, use. I will create the look and I will name it after you and create a graphic for you. And so that will, I like to encourage you to include a scary shade that is scary to you and let me show you that it's not so scary, and maybe that'll inspire you to try more shades and really help you grow in your makeup confidence. So, okay, I love you guys. Have a great day. Happy Monday. Thank you for like sharing your days with me. I love you guys so much, and this job is like literally the coolest job ever. Drink your water also. It's every 15 minutes we drink in water. So if you're new here, that's what we're doing. 15 minutes, drink your water. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye.